Hi, this is Miss Rowe, and here's the second video on the holiday project. So today is the 1st of April. Hello everyone, and hello to new people who've joined us for this project. The first project was last week, so you might want to catch up in case you want to start the holiday project from scratch. Okay, so firstly, what we're going to do is we've just got to think about our destination. So last week, if we go obviously here, you can see I've chosen Sorrento because, like as mentioned last week, I went over there a few years ago for a wedding, so I thought it's a pretty place, so nice for pictures for this project. If you don't have a computer, or you don't have a computer with Word on or Publisher or anything like that, that's okay. You can go back to pen, paper and coloured pencils. You can still make an amazing brochure or leaflet using just stationery. So let me know if there's any issues anyway, but everyone should be able to do this, whether you're in primary school or secondary. So today's lesson entry. So what we're going to do is I want you to list 3 tours you can book in your area holiday destination and name 1 theme park. Well, obviously it's not always easy, the theme park. You might have to choose something a bit like the Sandcastle in Blackpool, but obviously your destination version. So I've answered this question by the side in pictures. So list 3 tours you can book. The first one is the Amalfi Coast. You can go around there and have a look around Positano, and there's loads of things to do. You can, buy flowers, locals, you meet locals, and you can buy lemons and take some beautiful pictures. Second one is Capri. So you can go to an island called Capri, then go all the way to the top on this little swing ride thing. And then the third one is the Blue Lagoon. So you can go to a beautiful lagoon, you can go swimming in there as well, but that's my third tour. So you can pause this video now, maybe do a bit of research on Google, and then see if you can find 3 tours. Like I said, if you don't have a computer for this project apart from watching this video, then just write about somewhere that you've been. Last year I went to Wales, so I could tell you 3 of the tours that we could have gone on. So just use things from memory instead. Okay. Next, obviously, you're going to plan your house style and documents that you are going to create. You should all be able to create a simple house style and basic plan for one of the documents. Most of you will be able to create a comprehensive house style and plan for all documents. Some of you will create a professional looking house style and detailed plans for all the documents. We'll go into the house style a bit later. So during this project, you're going to be creating several documents for a travel agent specialising in organising trips to your destination. So mine is Sorrento. Yours might be Florida, or it might be Wales, Scotland, wherever you have been. Just wherever you choose, just make sure you can do a bit of research on it. That's all. So that is one of the main tasks. So last lesson, which was in the last video, you research your destination. So like I said, you have to just think about where you've been and what there is to do there. So now you're going to start planning the look of your documents. So what is target audience? So target audience is a specific group of people that a company is hoping to sell to. So if you think about things in your kitchen or your bathroom, like for example, Oreos. So Oreos, who's their target audience? Well, anyone can eat Oreos. They're dairy free, so that means they can be eaten by vegans and vegetarians. They're chocolatey, so both adults and children like it. The only person who might not be able to eat Oreos is if they contain gluten, for example, or there is an allergen that you can't eat. So, but otherwise, if you look around your bathroom, you might be able to find some bubble bath. Have a look at the packaging. Is it supposed to be for adults? For example, Radox, that might be pointing at adults, whereas the different bubble baths with pictures of pirates on, or mermaids, and cute pictures might be for children, for example. So you think about who you would like to come to your travel agents, and whether you want families or whether you want couples. You have a little think about that. You can pause the video if you want to discuss it. So when you're thinking of target audience, of course you're going to get people in who are not in the target audience. So, for example, I might say, I would like my tours for couples between the ages of 30 and 50. Well, of course, people who are younger, and it might not be just couples, people might want to bring the family, or older adults might want to pop in as a couple and take their grandchildren. So it doesn't matter who you set as your target audience. You can still obviously get other customers. Okay, so purpose. So you, as a travel agent, what are you going to need when you show your information and show your documents? So you want to provide information, to find out their views, to sell a product, and make sure that they know it's for entertainment. You might want to take them on a trip, or take them on a boat ride, or something like that. So you just need to think about your purpose. What do you want to do when you make your project? So maybe needed for more than one purpose. This is correct, yes, because you want to sell a trip. You want to make sure it's entertaining. You want to provide information about the place. For example, my Sorrento pictures. I want to show people how beautiful and colourful it is. I want people to see how beautiful the beach is. But I also want them to see that there's actual some trips that are historic and really quite cool. So I want to be able to show every part of Sorrento. So what sort of language do you need to use? Well, you got to think. You don't want to just say, use text language. You don't want to say for, like as in a number 4 instead of FOR. So you need to think about what kind of language you're going to use. Are you going to use long descriptive sentences? Is it going to be formal? Is it going to be a bit informal? Because if you're talking to people via, say, Instagram, Snapchat, social media, you might want to make it sound a bit cooler rather than talking long descriptive sentences. You might want to be snappy and think about what's going to bring in the people between 18 and 30. So write a little paragraph to describe the purpose of your documents. So you've got what's your purpose as a travel agent of each document. And the last video might help you on that one as well, because it tells you which documents you're going to be creating in this, like a letter, business card, leaflet. So house style. I've chosen Tesco because we've all seen Tesco, where there's your parents or guardians might have a club card, they might have insurance with the car, or they might have got a loan from Tesco Bank, and shopping or online shopping. So house style is called. It's a company's preferred presentation of their documents. So what you've got to think about is, when you see any of these on here, if you found a club card on the floor, you know it belongs to Tesco because of the logo that's been created. Any of these places here, insurance, bank, customer services, there's loads if you look on Google, but Tesco own a lot. So they keep the logo consistent, and that's what you're going to do with your house style. So your travel agents want a logo, and you need to have letter heading and a business card, and it all must match and it all must stay consistent. You can't have a pink logo on your letter but then a black logo on your business card, because then people see it and think, is this the same company? I'm not too sure. So these are things you need to think about. Text. So colour schemes. Obviously you have to think about, do you want it to be contrasting or do you want it to complement each other? So, I personally like black and gold, or I actually really like light blue and pink, or like a dark pink. So or you can have something that's completely contrasting, so red and green. So you have a little think. What text are you going to use? What kind of text? Are you going to use a font like Times New Roman that you might see in a letter? Are you going to use Arial Black, Bauhaus? These are the things that you can find for free on Word. So I'll show you a couple of them in a minute. So what else do you want to think about in your project? Background, colours, borders, position of the logo. I like to keep it all in one corner. That's what I've done in my document here. So that Miss Rowe, that's me. There's my little Bitmoji. And if you notice, and you probably will notice now, I always put it in the same place on every slide. Sorry. So, are you going to use capital letters? Uppercase, lowercase? So you might want to say in the title, Sorrento trips, or come to Sorrento. Are you going to make it all uppercase or a bit of a mixture? So my project, I've called it Sorrento. So in one of my previous videos, I show you how to make a folder. So make a folder, call it Sorrento, call it Florida, call it whatever you have chosen. If you're writing about going to Tenby, write about Tenby, Scotland. Just call your project where you've chosen. Open a Word document and describe the house style that you have decided upon. But like I said, I'll show you how to do that in Word in a minute. So what is a house style? What is the purpose of the document you're creating? Who will be the target audience? So open a Word doc. The reason I've chosen Microsoft Office Word is just because it's on most computers. If you don't have it, don't worry, you can use Publisher, or you could use PowerPoint. Just use anything that you feel comfortable with. Like if you look at my PowerPoint here, you can see that I've created this. You can easily make a project on there and then just open a Word document for certain sections. So anyway, let's do this. So let's just go down a little bit. So first things first, my logo. I love using this logo. So I'm just going to call this Rose Travel. Easy peasy. But you look at that, and let me just zoom in a bit so you can see. So you see that? Bit boring. You can change this. Most of you will have done this at primary school, but if not, I'm going to show you again. So go to the top of the page here under Home, and you can choose various themes or fonts. So let me just move this over here a little bit. Oops. Right, I'll just move it there just whilst I show you what styles. So let's copy that. Go into here. And you can see now it changing. So we can have it bold, we can have it, we're going to make it larger in a minute so it all fits. So I like that one, adventurer, so I'm going to choose that. Is it big enough? Are you happy with that? So you can either change it here and then you get to see it,